Hey fishing fans, welcome to the first preview video of the 2020 season. We're going to preview Sam Rayburn Lake. Practice starts tomorrow. Very different lake than we were here last year. Last year the water was 10 feet high. This year it's been kind of low the past couple feet low, but I think it's come up about a foot this week. Everything's always changing down here. It's been a very, very warm winter here in Texas. I heard the water's about 58 degrees, still lots of fish shallow, not really grouped up deep like they were, or deeper like they were last year. So I'm setting up a 1-2 punch, of course, some deep diving baits like I worked last year, some fast moving baits, and of course something to rip through the grass. So let's take a look at some of the rigs that I think are going to come into play this week. The first one, and I think this is going to come into play a lot, is the Freedom Tackle CFL Chatterbait. I've tipped this with a big Spanky, a 5-inch swim bait. I've actually trimmed off about an inch of that head, so it's actually about a 4-inch bait. So this is going to be great for working on the weed edges, ripping through the milfoil. And if I want to get out a little bit deeper, it's got that football head, stays down deep, crawls along. Now I'm throwing this on a 7-foot medium heavy Halo Black Widow with 12-pound fluoro on it. It's a little light on the fluoro. It's kind of weird for me. I haven't fished in like 2 months, so all my rods are just a little, not quite dialed in. So we'll be doing some dialing in this weekend. So that's the number one's going to get a lot of play. Also fishing around the grass, and this is of course legendary on the grass lakes here in Texas, a red rattle bait. I got this rigged also on 12-pound test. I'm probably going to up it to 15-pound fluoro. I went with a bit of a heavier rig for this. This is a 7.5 medium heavy. Probably a little heavy for a rattle bait, but with the grass out here, you want a strong rod that'll rip through the grass. So we're going to start out with the 7.5 medium heavy, see how that handles that bait. This bait's going to get a lot of play as well. Of course, when we start to slow down, it's all about the Carolina rig. And this is, your standard Carolina rig, 1 ounce weight. I have this one currently rigged up on braid, just because this is how we do it back home when I'm dragging Carolina rig, St. Lawrence River. Things might be a little different out here, so we're going to swap that up. The bait on there is a Mad Paca Junior. It's a little creature bait, your typical Carolina rig bait. This is in watermelon red, again available over at American Bait Works. And I'm throwing this also on a heavier action rod. This is a 7.3 medium heavy. It's a good stiff rod. The braid's, I think it's 30 or 40 pound braid, but that may change up once I go and play with it a little bit. So that's going to come into play huge. When we get a little finessey, we find some fish, we're going to slow down around the grass. We're going to throw a net bait T-Mac. So this time of year, water's a little bit colder. I want a little bit kind of not quite finesse, but not as much action in my worm. So I go with the T-Mac straight tail. I got that rigged with a 1/4 ounce weight, maybe a 5/16 ounce weight. Fishing this on 15-pound fluoro. On your typical 7.2 medium heavy. You'll notice when we go through all my rods, this is actually the Kryptonite series. I like to stick in that 7.2 to 7.5 typical medium heavy action range. That's what I like. Even my big sticks, I like a bit of a softer tip. So that's the T-Mac in I want to say red plum, red apple. Let's go down. And last but not least, this will come into play huge, just because I used it a lot last year. I don't know that the fish are going to be set up this deep, but last year I finished top 10 out here. I was very fortunate to find a group of fish, and I caught them all on the 6XD. This is on the Halo Cranking Series rod, 710 medium heavy. And, you know, this rod's a launcher for these deep diving crankbaits. This is a 6XD. I don't know that we're gonna be that deep. Practice will tell. But I had so much success on it last year, I gotta have it out this year. All right, there's our wrap up. We'll go practice, we'll fish the event, we'll see what my thoughts turn out to be like, if I was right, if I was wrong, and in the post video, we'll see how it all works out. If you want to look up any more of these baits, head over to AmericanBaitWorks.com. Don't forget to use the promo code SIM-ABW. Get you 15% off everything. Stay tuned, it's practice time. Talk to you later.